I finally got rid of the plywood prairie at my lumber facilities. If you want to see how it looks, then check out this video. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome to BNSS 6951, a Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. The content you'll find on this channel would be layout run obsessions, layout updates, tips, tricks, and techniques on scratch builds, kit builds, and kit bashing, how-tos, live streams, and some rail fanning. Then please consider to hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, please hit that bell. This way you'll get notified every time I do an upload video or a scratch build or a live stream. Finally, if you can give me one of those, I would really appreciate it because that would help my analytics with YouTube. If you enjoy all of this stuff, then let's get on with this video. We'll be right back. Alright guys, today we're going to start doing more scenery in the lumber facility area. So we're going to start today with doing some ground cover. We're going to use this Timberline scenery. I've had this forever. I can't even remember when I bought this. I don't even know if this company's still in business. Anyhow, we need that, and we're going to use this ballast magic. I showed you guys how this works several different videos. And then we're going to need a little bit of detergent, alcohol, and water. And I use a pipette, or pipette, however you want to say it, to distribute the water. And then just a little mixing bowl. Now, this stuff here is 1 part to 7 parts. So we put 7 parts of this in here, and then 1 part of that. Absolutely no glue needed because this is the glue. So when you put it down and after you wet it, it stays there. And I'll show you how I put some color in there also at the same time. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's get started with this. This will be a fun project. So like I said, we'll need 7 of these. And there's 7. And now 1 of these. You can get this at Yankee dabbler, by the way. And I have used it several times so far, and it seems to work really well. So we're going to put 1 of these to the 7 of the ground cover. Okay, and there's 1, and I don't have very much of that left. Put that in there, and then just mix it up. Remember, this magic ballast magic is the glue, so make sure you get all of your ground cover mixed in. Now I'm going to do something that is not really required to do, but I'm going to do it anyhow just so the ground cover will have a little bit of a foundation. This is just water with alcohol. I'm just going to wet the area down a little bit. Alright, and then I do it the old-fashioned way with a spoon. And so we're just going to start right here in the back and just come around here like this, around this here. You do notice I have the track covered up. The blue tape I have down here is just so I don't get any of this ground cover in areas where we have foundations for the buildings. And there's still quite a desert in this area, so there won't be that much color. There'll be front grass and maybe some tufts. So the whole time it's like, I built this area, and it's now about time for me to do some color. I'm going to go right up to this point right here. And the reason being is because there's a rock circle between these 2 foundations, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the road just yet. Alright guys, we're going to start adding a little bit of color. Now I don't have to add the ballast magic to what I add here. As long as I put it on here while this is drying and wet it all at one time, it'll all be secured. This is like a blended turf that I'm going to be putting down next. Then I'll add a little bit more color on this with some yellow grass. We don't want too much grass. Remember guys, this is an industrial area. Any place that might have some extra grass and stuff would be back in this area, since that's going to be like a void spot. And then we're going to put a little bit of green grass on here. And after this is done, we'll hit it up with some static grass. Alright, so now I'm thinking we can go ahead and wet this. And like, this is where the time gets saved, because now you don't have to do the extra steps. So we'll just go ahead and take this, and we'll just, you can see how it's absorbing into there already. I know it would be faster with a squirt bottle, but for me to do it this way is more controlling. I can put it right exactly where I want it. But you can see that I didn't add any alcohol, and it's just absorbing as if I did. See what I mean about being more controlling, is I can go around this ground throw and not worry about getting it wet. Alright, so now that it's wet, I can hang out, let it dry up, and then we'll add some more to this here in a little bit. So stay tuned, we'll be back in a little bit. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the cuz sent you. Alright guys, Hoot Take is the next project we're going to do. Builder's Express excuse me, is about 50% complete. I will show you everything when I get the next area completed. Now to get to both of these guys right here, we're going to put a gravel road right in here that's going to go to each one of these, and then this will all be filled in with dirt. And then I'm going to put some black cinders under these buildings down here, just to get a little bit of difference from what we already have done. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do the I'm going to use this Scenic Express, and this is called blended ballast, and it's kind of like a medium gray, and that'll be for the gravel road. Anyhow, unfortunately, I got to do this the old-fashioned way because I don't have enough of the ballast magic to complete this operation, so there's no big deal. I'll just do it the old way. Alright, with that being said, let me get ready for this, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and finish up this area now where you see all of this gray right in here. I'm going to put this Woodland Scenics fine ballast, and it is called cinders. And I'm just doing that just to give it a little bit different ground effects, I guess you want to call it. I just don't want to see all dirt and stuff like that. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I already have the ballast mixed with the ballast magic stuff that I've been using, and so I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle it out like I've been doing with my hand, and we'll see how it goes from there. So with that being said, let's get going. Alright guys, I was going to do this and put it under the buildings like this, but I think that's just going to be a waste of a lot of material, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw out where all my buildings are going to be and then just do around the buildings, because I think I'm going to waste a lot of stuff doing it that way. So stay tuned and we will be back in a little bit. Alright guys, let me show you what I've gotten done so far. So from the styrofoam that's protecting stuff that's behind there, like rolling stock and locomotives, I do have a road right there that will lead to both industries. Then like I said earlier, that this is going to be too much in here, so I did scoop up a lot of it so I had enough to finish. Then there'll be another little access road right here. It'll go across out to the main street. And a building here, and some of these buildings I had to go inside because the door openings were kind of large. And so now, let's see, go on down the line here, and back there in the corner I was able to get a little space back here to put another little mom and pop type shop. Anyhow, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay the buildings on there. I'm going to put a little bit more scenery in the background over there, and this is going to get wet down as normal with a spray bottle because it's just a lot of area to do with my pipette. So with all that being said, let me get prepared for that and we'll start doing it. Be right back. Alright guys, what I'm going to do back here is while this is still wet, I'm going to start applying some of the foliage, because I found that it will stick with the stuff that I put down. This is a JTT product. It's just called tall grass. It's supposed to be self-stick, but we'll see. So I'm going to put a couple of those around. As you can see, I got some cactus already placed in there. Not going to use too many of these because these are really tall. If I put a figure next to these bushes right here, you'll see how out of scale they are. Now don't forget, there's going to be a little building right here, so we need to go around the building. So we'll take some of these other tufts that I got, and these are by WWS. They also are supposed to be self-adhesive, but I also do the same thing. As you can see, I got these right here, and we'll just put a couple of these around. Might also be just a little driveway back here, as you can see, sticking to my fingers. Saguaro cactus, that's these tall guys right here, are against the law. If you chop them down or steal them or kill them or whatever, you could get arrested. Alright, come on. Alright, I'm going to use another type. Just about everything here that grows here in Phoenix or in Arizona is some sort of cactus. So here's another one. It says dead tufts. I don't think they're dead, not if they're that green. Anyhow, we'll just take a couple of these guys and we'll just put them around a little bit. These are cool because they come like 100 in the package, and these are 6mm, and so are the other ones I just used. Then I got these little bushes. It's in Chinese or Japanese. Can't read them, but they don't give you very many of them. But I think they're pretty cool. So I'll put a couple of these around also. Back here. And I'm doing back here because you could see this from the other side of the table. So I need to finish the wiring here also. Alright, like I said, we're just going to use a couple of those. Alright, so now we could put a couple of little bit of grass. Let's see, where is my spoon? Let's see it. Hold on. This is going to be yellow grass. I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit around just to give it a little bit of color. And that's it. Alright, when this is all dry, I'll put the buildings in place on both industries and we'll see how it all looks. So stay tuned and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys and gals, we're going to look at the outcome of me covering up the plywood in my lumber facilities. I want to mention that any of the trees that you see here, these type of trees right here and back there, those are from Marty from N&M Shortlines, and I want to thank him for all the stuff that he has given me in the past couple of weeks. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. And as you can see back here, I've got a road coming in to service these guys over here. I laid out some lumber loads and stuff like that. Stage the train in there with some center beams and a center beam on the bulkhead flat. And then we'll come up to the office right here. And this road here will service both facilities right here and here. Now we are over into the Hootig section. And you can see there's the office, and this is the main building. This would be like with the showroom where they have all the products that they build. I think I'm almost positive they said that they do doors and windows and trusses, roof trusses and stuff like that. I don't remember. But it's my layout, so I can do whatever I want, right? So as you can see, I do have some trusses right there. And then we got a couple other cars staged up. Some more lumber loads sitting on the floor out there. And another building that they do some sort of building in that building right there. And same thing in there. And same thing in there. So these are three different outbuildings that produce whatever they sell. Anyhow, there is the mom and pop shop I was telling you guys about. And you can see I got that pretty well scenic up also. Anyhow, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. The NSS 6951 of Video Production out for now.